turn on your notification bell. You will still get those information you are looking for. Thank you.
Your statement about how Nigeria will end is irresponsible and condemnable, Hakim Ahmed tells Adebanjo, now the Director of Publicity and Advocacy of Northern Elders Forum, NEF, Hakim Baba Ahmed, has reacted to the statement with details to the leader of Pan-Yoruba Social Political Organization, Afenifere Chief Adebanjo, where he said that Nigerians should prepare for crisis if P2B, the Labour Party presidential candidate, didn't win. Now, speaking at the celebration of lives and times of late President General of Ohanese and Igbo Worldwide, Professor George Obiozo, Chief Adebanjo said that Nigerians should be prepared for a post-election crisis if the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, P2B, does not win the next election. According to him, there will be nothing like United Nigeria if Obi's presidential bid fails this year. However, in a statement released by Hakim Baba Ahmed, while reacting said, I quote, in his usual ranthings, this time in campaigning for Mr. P2B, he said, among other inflammatory outbursts, that if Nigerians do not elect his candidate, it will be the end of Nigeria. This statement is irresponsible and condemnable. It is the worst thing that can be said in promoting a candidate, but that is the business of the candidate. End of quote. And so, these are unity beggars. Unity beggars at it. They are doing their thing, unity beggars, begging people to stay. After destroying the economy, destroying the country, you are begging people to stay. Adebanjo just made the obvious statement. Look, this is an open secret. It's not because Adebanjo said it. He just let the cat out of the bag. That's all. But this is a known thing. It's an open secret. Every Tom, Dick, and Harry is aware that it's a deciding time. It's a deciding, the election is a deciding factor, and Nigeria is at crossroad. Look, this charade they're about to conduct will put a lot of things into proper perspective. Yes? So what Adebanjo said is just the obvious. Nigeria is at crossroad, brothers and sisters. It has shown that there's nothing like unity. We are deceiving ourselves. Self-deceit. For how long? Because the people who are propagating the deceit, they are benefiting from the country. They are the ones sharing the national cake, the so-called national cake. They are the ones enjoying it, sharing among themselves. So they want the country to remain like this. Nothing is moving, it's not working, no problem. Let us be pushing it, managing it. Okay? 1960 Maurice vehicle. Let us be managing it. Pushing it. Ricketeer. So that is it. So Adebanjo is serious. I have said it. I have seen the contraption and how it's going and where it's heading to. A Northerner has ruled for 8 years. Northerners mobilizing seriously to occupy Aso Rock beyond 2023. Northerners mobilizing themselves heavily. The Aso Rock cabals working to ensure that they perpetuate themselves in power. The Fulani oligarchs. So Hakim Baba Ahmed, you will not say that. They threatened hell and brimstone, we know, in 2011. Or in 2015 they said, look, this is not even hell and brimstone again. They were threatening Armageddon on the people of southern Nigeria. Armageddon, that they will do anything. This baboon and monkey soaked in blood. Unless power returns to the north. Why can you sabotage us? You have twisted us a lot. So now enough. And now we are coming back. We must take power at all cost. They blackmail people. They cajole people. They persuaded. They lobbied. And do all manner of things. They cause insecurity to make sure that they occupy Aso Rock. And they did, at last. So what's happening? Where are we today? The North has governed Nigeria for over 80% since independence. So what is it? What's the achievement? Nigeria, which way? The North has governed you for 80% of your time you have stayed after you have got independence through the Southern patriots, those patriotic persons from Southern Nigeria, like Chief Anthony Nahoro, who made the first motion for independence of Nigeria, 1958. Okay? Zeke, not the Zeke were, the great Zeke of Africa. They followed suit with their writings, with their essays and everything, pushing, hammering, pressurizing the United Kingdom, the British government, to leave Nigeria, to allow Nigeria to govern themselves. And at last, the British Union Jack was lower than the greenhouse. So, since then, the people who fought for the independence, the Zigs, the Awolowos, were given the backseat, and the Fulani oligarchs assumed duty because the Britain allowed it. Simple as that. We must say the truth. Britain allowed it, and so today they are judging on and they are doing everything to maintain that status. They are born to rule. And so you are saying that Adebanjo is making an inflammatory statement. Who makes inflammatory statement more than the northern Nigeria, the northern elites? So stop begging for unity. Stop begging for unity. We have known all these things. We have told our brothers and sisters that there's no need going into this charade. There's no need. We're supposed to use this energy to channel it to a referendum. Because you have seen the country. The people don't want to get well. They are sick, but don't want to get well. Go to northern Nigeria. There is a poverty endemic region. Sickness, diseases happening there. Terrorism. Everything. Yet, they don't want to get well. So are you going to force them to get well? Somebody who is sick, you want to force him to take drugs, tablets, or medication for him to get well? No. If he feels pain and he's not, he doesn't like and enjoy that state of ill health, it is within his jurisdiction. It is incumbent on him to take drugs, take medication, when such is provided. All right. So for you to force it down his throat, I don't think that one is necessary. All right. And that's what we are doing now by saying we are electing. No. They don't want a change. They don't want something good to happen to the country. All they want is to see their brother. Even if the country is going down the drain as it is going now, like I've seen it, going to the abyss, sinking. They prefer it to, as long as their brother is there as the president, commander-in-chief of the armed forces. You see, so it is time to call a spade by its name. Adebanjo, thank you very much for what you are doing. You have seen this man is an honest man. Adebanjo, to some reasonable extent. Yes, I give it to him. I have seen everything in this country, and as a 2-year-old man, I have seen it all as long as Nigeria is concerned. They check out the history, and so it's if a better state to tell Nigerians the truth, and nothing but the truth. I have said it. You have continued to undermine a particular region. You have continued to marginalize, exclude through your conspiracy theory. Well, it gets to the background, and so you want a unity, a united Nigeria, and this kind of inequality, injustice, unfairness. It cannot work. Divide Nigeria, let everybody go their separate ways. This unity is not working. Stop begging for it. It's not working. We're not one. We can't be one. All right? That's what Adebanjo is saying in essence. Okay? Yes. He's saying it because of P2B. But you have seen that what the North is doing. With their intention, with their mindset, they think that this thing can be get right? Nowhere now. So let us tell ourselves the truth. No need of going to this charade. We have seen it. That is it. So Adebanjo, we're telling you, you have tried, you have been working hard to see Nigeria remains one independent entity, but from all indication, I've seen that it's not working. The northern people are not joining in that regard. They want to force unity by forcing unity. How can you force it? It's negotiated. Unity is negotiated. It's by negotiation. You don't force people to stay in a republic. You negotiate. We're in a modern world. Are we slaves? No.